Hey, it's Becky from PowerToolsWithThread.com. So the saga of the Houston Quilt Festival continues. I'm going to tell you guys a story about what happened to us when we tried to go home the first time. And if you're not interested in that and you just want to see my haul from the show, then I will put a timestamp down below in the description box and you can jump to that time and just see all the goodies that I got at the show. Okay. So we packed up Sunday, Halloween, and we were ready to go home. We actually had reservations here at the RV park until Monday, but we decided we'd just go ahead and go home. So we got everything packed up. We've got our little tow car. We have a 2011 Winnebago Tour. It is a 42-footer on a giant Freightliner engine frame, whatever, chassis, I don't know. Anyway. Between the RV park and the road that gets us to the highway is only like a quarter of a mile. As we're going down that road, I can hear a hissing sound, a noise. It sounds like hissing. And to me, the first thing I think is radiator, right? I told Keith, I said, I hear a hissing noise. You know, man, I don't hear nothing, right? Then an alarm went off on the dash. And so then it sounded like we were dragging something. Well, you cannot turn this thing around on a dime. And then when we got to the end of the road, and it was a little single lane road, there was nowhere to turn around. So when we got to the end of the road, the needle on the temperature dial on the engine is hot, 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 getting hotter, straight up, right into the red. So he pulled across the road, and we went into the parking lot of a little ice house. And we sat there, he turned the engine off, and I told him, I said, it sounds like something's dragging. So we went outside and looked around to find out, was there something dragging under the engine? We couldn't see anything. We couldn't see anything at all. Everything looked fine, got back in, waited a little bit, the needle came down, so we started it up again. And we got out of the ice house parking lot, and as soon as he went under the highway to make the turn to get up onto the highway, the hissing sound started again, the alarm went off again, the needle went up again, and so he didn't get on the highway, he stayed on the feeder road. And as we were approaching a turnaround on the feeder road, the engine cut off completely. So he was in the middle of a lane. On the left, we were trying to turn around to come back to the RV park, and we ended up being stopped. Those of you that are familiar with Houston, we were under the Beltway 8 and 288. So he was able to get it started again, and then took the turnaround, and we came back, and our exit was only half a mile, and it's the Alameda Genoa exit. We were staying at South Lake RV Resort in Houston, and everything went south. The engine cut off again. It was terrible. And so he pulled over on the shoulder, and y'all, this is 8 lanes of traffic, 70 miles an hour. We called the Houston Police Department, 911. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous service from Houston. Really appreciate HPD. Officer Palin is an angel. He stayed with us the whole time we were on the side of the road, which was about 2 hours. There's a whole Good Sam emergency service fail, and I will discontinue my membership with them when my current one runs out, because not worth the money as far as I'm concerned. And if any of you are considering getting a Good Sam membership, I would advise you against that. I posted the story of what happened with us in the Winnebago Motorhome Owners group on Facebook, and the responses were just overwhelming about how worthless they are. So if you've had a good experience with them, then good for you. But the cost of the membership is not worth the money that you save being a member at parks. That's just where I'm at. So they never did come get us. They left us hanging and charged me $533 for a tow. that never came. We ended up canceling it, and Keith actually went out and put 2 gallons of coolant into the reservoir in the back of the engine of the motorhome, and we limped along the extra half mile and got back to the RV park. Thankfully, our spot was still available. Officer Palin provided us police escort and blocked traffic, so we didn't have to stop at a stoplight or any of that. And so God bless him. He's going to get a thin blue line quilt from me for sure. But we are back at the RV park where we started. We are safe, and Keith is outside right now wandering around, but we are waiting on somebody to come and see if they can fix the motorhome. So the phone rang and I'm back, and I don't remember where I stopped. We are still in Houston. It is Tuesday. I have got orders I need to fill from our store site. If you have made an order, please be patient. If that doesn't work for you, hopefully we're home tomorrow, but if that doesn't work for you, just shoot me an email and I will be happy to refund your order. Okay, so let's talk about what all I got at the show. First of all, I want to thank Alice. Alice used to work at Scrappy Quilter, my local quilt store in Schertz, Texas, and she had recommended to me that she loves the Yazzie bags. They have that little pouch, but she wears her Yazzie bag when she goes to shows. She wears it, of course, crossbody. Well, I didn't want to wear it crossbody, but you guys, the belt is long enough. I was able to loop it through my belt loops in my jeans, and I wore it on my hip the whole time. So I had my phone, my credit card, my cash, my business cards. It was fabulous. The car keys, loved it. So Alice, thank you so much. This was a huge, huge peace of mind help for me. It handled it like a champ, and it wore just fine. So if you're ever considering something you need to wear to shows, this is a Yazzie bag. It's a pouch. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. I did not get around. I went and looked at a few of the quilts. I looked at, of course, the winners and got a couple of pictures of those. But for the most part, I was in the All Brands booth, and just, I had hundreds of my viewers came up to say hi. I gave away 600 of these little green tote bags that say Power Tools with Thread, Go Sew Something on them. I bought them for giveaways for the show. So those were gone. You guys, I took 1 million selfies, and it was just so much fun. I loved meeting each and every one of you. It was just warmed my heart down to my toes, you guys. It was just so great to see all of you. I didn't get out and take the camera around at all to look at the vendors or any of that. There were fewer vendors than usual. I was speaking to the owner of All Brands, and he let me know that normally there's like 25,000 visitors to that quilt show, and this time there were only about 10. But there was plenty of space to move around. It was actually kind of comfortable. But I did get out to do a little shopping. Okay, so let me get these big things out of the way. One of the vendors at the show, I know you guys have seen these before, where they've got those massage chairs. You can sit down in a chair, and it's got a thing that rubs on your back. And it had a thing that rubs on your neck, and you can put your hands through it and rub all over the place. And then a thing you put your feet in. Y'all, my feet were killing me every day. Oh my gosh, I bought every one of those massage things. Every one of them. Oh, that was the best money spent. So I'll put a link to those below as well. I'm going to link to all this stuff if I can find it, or at least the vendors where I got whatever it is that I have. So while I was sitting in a massage chair, Keith comes up to me and he says, "Hey, there's an eagle quilt back there I want you to make for me." And I said, "What?" Yeah, this eagle quilt. It's really nice and I want it. And I said, okay. So we go and look at it. It's called Land of the Free. It's from a company, a new company. This was their first time at the show. And it's called Legit Kits is the name of the company that makes it. It has a warning sticker on the back. Warning, Legit Kits, contents highly addictive. Open at your own risk. Let me show you what I got, what he got. I'm going to back this up. I'm going to tell you the story. So this is it right here. Y'all, this is a paper pieced eagle. The whole thing is paper pieced. So he wanted this, and I said, if you want that, You have to make it. I'm trying to work around the glare, you guys. I've got the nightshade up on the motorhome, trying to get light. So he got this. I said, if you want this quilt, you have to make it. And he said, okay, he would. So he got it, because I don't do paper piecing, not my thing. And then the next day he went back, and I told them that he was going to be making it. He decided he wanted the fox as well. Look at that guy. How cool is that? And they actually gave him, it's called the Eye of the Tiger, and this is a beginner paper piecing project from this company. So they gave him this. It includes all of the fabric, and it's actually twice the amount of fabric that you need is what you get in these kits. So look at all of that fabric that came in the eye. This is Autumn the Fox. Okay, and then I'll show you the fabric in the eagle one. So here's the one with it. Here's all the fabric. This thing is heavy. It must weigh 10 pounds. I'm serious. There's your sticker. Yeah, so it comes with all of the fabric and the pattern and whatnot. And it is called Legit Kits. It's a husband and wife team. They were very nice. We got a picture with them. I'll put it right here. They have color maps of this that show you, you get an instructional pamphlet to show you how to make it. It has 1/2 inch seams, so your 1/4 inch seam is not required. You don't have to be that exact on the 1/4 inch seam on this. And then Keith says, well, if I'm going to make my own quilt, I need my own machine. And I said, well, that's fine. I have my PC420, my brother PC420, just serviced, ready to go. You can have that one. And he says, no, I want my own. So we ended up buying a new machine. Can you believe that? As many sewing machines as I have, Keith wanted his own. We got the Brother BQ 950, I think it is. I will put a picture of it right here. So we traded in the PC420 and got the BQ 950, and we're going to pick that up in San Antonio at the All Brands in San Antonio. So we were very happy about it. He's very happy about that. But he's going to set up the room where we do our shipping of the t-shirts and the seam rippers and all of that. It has a long 6 foot or 10 foot, yeah, it's 10 foot piece of countertop. And right now he can make fishing poles on that countertop. So he's going to clear all that off and put a sewing machine. So I think I created a monster. But I will definitely post his progress as he does his quilt. Stay on him to make sure he gets it done. You know, that's kind of cool. So I'm excited. He actually put himself through college doing upholstery for people. So he went to a technical college there in Little Rock and got his little certification or a training or whatever in order to do upholstery. And then he was doing upholstery for people, earning money to go to school. So he knows how to sew. All right, so that's all that Keith got. He spent more money on fabric than I did. He actually spent more money at the show than I did. All right, I picked up some new rulers. This is from a company called Quilter's Rule. They have a ton of rulers, mats, templates, notions, and more. This is their brochure and lots of stuff in here, all kinds of rulers and templates and whatnot. Like I said, I'll link to them. Now here is a 2.5 inch square. You guys, the back of this is new. They're coming out. It feels like the back of a Quilter Select ruler. It's got that rubberized feel. And I don't know if you can see it. Let me get up real close. It's got 16 inch marks, 1/16 on that purple. So that's kind of nice. I met Patricia and her dad. They're from Wisconsin. This is called Easy to See, and this is easy to see with fabric gripping action. So this ruler is for machine quilting on a long arm.
So I got a nice straight edge and a 45 and a round. So it's kind of an all-in-one tool. That was really neat. And I got this 6.5-inch ruler, and it has like the back is bumps. Each one of these lines feels like a bump. I wanted to try it out. It's called Mini Square Quilter's Rule, and very nice. And all of these are made in the USA, so that's why I wanted to check this out. And here's this one is 12.5. They didn't have a 14.5. I really wanted the 14.5 in order to be able to square up my log cabin blocks for the quilt I'm making for the Winnebago. But yeah, so I got a nice big square ruler from them too. So I'm excited to try these out when I get home. But they are beginning to make all of their rulers with that rubberized backing. All the samples I made before I went to the show in order to do my demo, I did use the book Count on It from Nancy Halverson. Whoa, I got stuff falling all over here, you guys. So I'll just real quick show you guys the samples that I made for my show. All of these were made using Simply Applique. There's my Santa. Turned out super cute. All of these did. I'm very happy with them. Here was October, and here was January. Okay? So I made these, and then all of my numbers, I got that. I told y'all I had the Ackfeld wire hangers. So I had 25. That went next to Santa for Christmas. And here the one went next to the snowman for January. And then the 31 went next to my little bats. So that turned out super good. I was real pleased with how that worked out. It was easy to do using Simply Applique. Annie, I had your bag with me that you made for me and gave to me up in Moscow, Idaho. Annie lives in Boise, and she made this. And this is a Sweet Pea design. I took it with me to haul all my stuff around. I cannot tell you the number of compliments I got on this. So many people loved my bag, so thank you. I was wandering around looking at some patterns. This I picked up, I know you guys have probably seen these before. This is called the Whole Country Caboodle. These contain pre-cut pieces for applique, for patterns. So I got the doodle dog for my son. They have a Labradoodle. And then I had to get my blue heeler for my boo-boo dog over here, Blue. And I just thought this was just precious, and it's got these in here. You can scan in these pieces into the scan and cut, and it will cut more fabric and also create that FCM file. So that's kind of cool. So I got these two, and at the same booth, the booth was called, oh, what was the name of the booth? She's got a textile name. I know those of you that watch Joy Bernhardt, she has this owl quilt on her wall, and this is it here. It's called Outstanding Owls for Applique, and this is the quilt right here. So I got this book too, so I can make my own owl. One of my viewers came by and said that All About Blanks was at the show, so I had to run over there. I picked up this little bag. This zipper bag is going to be for my microphones for my camera and stuff. So I'm going to put, I don't know, Listen to Me or something like that. This is be for the microphones because I'm using a Yazzie ironing bag for my cameras. I picked up 3 cosmetic bags. I got the pink or the dark pink, the light pink, and the lime green. So these are zippered cosmetic bags. This is from All About Blanks. These are just for you machine embroiderers. Oh, these are cute. Look, it's got a little tab on the side. Okay. And a handle, like a dop bag on this side. Okay. It's very nice. Look at that. And they've got plastic inside with a little pocket. Very cool. So these will make adorable little gifts. Okay. She had, of course, lots of show specials, lots of towels. I picked this up. Somebody told me that they got these, and they're going to put cheers on them and give them away for gifts for Christmas. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I picked up 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got a couple of extra ones for Christmas. I am stepping on something. I got black and green. Those are cool, right? These are just little towels, tea towels, or put them in the kitchen towels. These are great. And I loved these colors for doing embroidery. Okay, you would use like black on this for it to really stand out, or a dark color. Yeah, real nice. So I picked up all these blank towels, and I got a luggage tag for myself, a little light pink luggage tag. And this is, I'm going to embroider this for my granddaughter, my little granddaughter. She'll be 8 on Christmas. And so I'm going to put her monogram, a big C right there for Callie. So she can have a little pouch to put her little toys in, whatever she wants. Isn't that nice? Very good quality zippers and whatnot. Again, that's all about blanks. I'll link to them below. At the All Brands booth, they had a special on the metallics, the Dime King Star metallic thread. I got one of every color. Yep, one of every color. This stuff is fabulous. It is the best metallic thread on the market. It's King Star from Designs and Machine Embroidery. I also picked up, I've been wanting one of these, a slimline light to go over my piecing machine. I mean, I know I sit in front of a window, but I really, this is the rose gold. Very excited to have gotten this. I've been wanting one of these, so very cool. Quilty Pleasures from Simi Valley, California. I received an email several months ago when I opened up the email, like first thing, they had just sent it out that morning, and I clicked on it, and it was a big picture of this quilt. It's called Happy Camper, okay? Big picture of this quilt. So I clicked the link to get it. I'm not going to tell you what quilt shop it was because they made me mad. So I clicked the link to get it, and it wasn't available. It wasn't on their store site anywhere. And so I sent them an email and said, "Where's that?" And they said, "We don't have it." Well, then why are you sending it out in an email? Anyway, so I was looking at the kit, and then right next to it was the pattern, and then the kit and the pattern. And so I picked up the pattern because I'm thinking I can probably source my own fabrics for this. And the lady comes up and she says, "Do you want to see the fabric?" And I said, No, I don't want to see. She said, "Oh, you need to see the fabric." So she's a good salesperson. Well, here it is. Look at this fabric. This is fabulous. All these little campers. So I've got umpteen fat quarters in here. Let me zoom in so I can set that down and show you. All right, so we have a stack of fat quarters here. We've got the campers, a gingham, a mustardy yellow, very pretty. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. There's campers on kind of an olive, light olive, kind of a tonal in the olive. Flowers on black, small flowers on black, and a black gingham. Campers on aqua. There's the gingham again in kind of a salmon color. And little flowers, medium, big flowers, tonal, kind of a peach. And there are campers on peach, flowers on a very light yellow, large flowers on the light yellow, campers on the light yellow. So that's that fat quarter stack. And here is probably a yard of the campers on pink. Here is all of the background fabric. Here is a large, this is that coral with the larger flowers, and I think this is my binding, I believe. So, yay! And of course it came with the pattern. Very, very happy. It finishes at 70 by 86. I can't wait to make this. I'm going to throw it over the couch in the RV. Oh, that's awesome. How cute. So this same company, Quilty Pleasures, they had the most adorable advent calendar.
and they had it made out of the light blue fairy frost fabrics. I got this pattern. It looks like, y'all, the picture never does it justice. It looks like a bunch of stockings, but I want to show you. It's so simple to do. So here's the pattern. It's a whole bunch of stockings, and the tops of the stockings are open, and inside of the top of each stocking they had put Tootsie Pops on the stick. The Tootsie Pop, all different flavors and whatnot. You could put candy canes in these. So incredibly cute. You could do it in any color. Oh my goodness, it's just adorable. And the pattern comes with the pattern for the stocking. So very, very simple. If you would like to make an advent calendar, I'll link to this pattern below. You can get it from their shop. They're a small business in California, and they are a storefront, so they'll be happy to have you patronize their business. But it's called Countdown to Christmas Stocking and Advent Calendar, and it finishes at 22 by 33. This is super cute and just adorable. And how they finished the stitching all around on the stocking was they did it in a satin stitch. This was not done with an embroidery machine. They just did a heavy satin stitch around every stocking, or you could just trim it and leave it like raw edge applique. You could do it that way too. So it's very simple. I got Dream Cotton Batting. I just picked up the double size. So this is 100% pure cotton. This is very thin, and I was looking for a batting to do in the table runners and stuff that I'm going to be doing from Designs by Juju. I really liked they had all their samples set out, and it's from a family-owned business in the Woodlands in Texas. So I tried this, what I could see as a sample, and I think it's going to work out very well. It's not real thick and heavy at all. You know, you don't want heaviness in your placemats or your table runners. And then I also got an entire roll, here it is, of 100% cotton white. I really like 100% cotton white. This is there we go, stand up, stay. Okay, probably gonna fall, boom. I like that in my quilts. So, all right, and then I think the last is, y'all have heard of Faultless and Magic spray starch, right? They have come out with a quilting and crafting spray. It is called Magic. It's by the Magic brand, who make Faultless, okay? Premium quilting and crafting spray. So I took a very wrinkly piece of fabric at their demo station there and sprayed this on there. You guys, it works amazing. It has no scent. It has a real nice fine mist that comes out of this nozzle here. Doesn't leave big blotches everywhere. It doesn't flake, and it works fantastic. So you're going to start seeing this in the quilt stores and whatnot, hopefully. I got another one too in a spray can. I got one in the spray can as well. So they have rebranded from just clothing spray starch, and they've made a new formula for quilting and crafting. I love this stuff. I liked it immediately. It makes your fabric, once you spray it, almost to the point of feeling like it'sTerial Magic. So it is that stiff, and it will stand up and keep your fibers from warping. Love, very much love. So you'll see me using this from now on in my videos and whatnot. I loved it in the show. Absolutely loved it. No smell. So I know sometimes you can get a scent from other spray starches that have been, I know people get migraines from the smell or the fumes or something. Nothing with this. It's like water, but it's not. I love it. Okay. Hey everybody, this is an insert. When we limped back to the RV park, there was some wonderful ladies sitting outside, and they were right across from our parking space, and I was wearing this shirt, the Houston Quilt Festival shirt, and the lady said, "You were at the Quilt Fest? We were at the Quilt Fest." It was 3 ladies. And so I want to say hi to my new friends, Sharon, Kelly, and Denny. So it was great to meet you guys. And thank you so much for turning a very frustrating afternoon into a fabulous evening.
Also, on the other side of where we are parked in the RV park was a lady by the name of Reese Hansen. She is the owner of Morning Glory Designs, and she was upstairs teaching the whole time at the quilt show, so I didn't get to see her at all. She said she never did get downstairs, but it was really, really cool to meet her, and she said she'd subscribe. So hi, Reese. It was awesome to meet you. I will link to Reese's patterns below. If you love applique quilting, check her out. I think you'll really enjoy it.
So that's it. That's the haul. That's the Saga with the RV. And I'm sitting in here with the dogs and Keith's outside. Hopefully we get home from Houston pretty soon. All right, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much again for coming by to see me. I've got a couple extra pictures from some viewers that popped by on Sunday. I'll put them at the end of this video. And we'll talk to you soon. Go sew something. Bye.